Well, if Shakespeare said the play's the thing, then certainly to a baseball broadcaster, the game's the thing. And so, whereas you've heard Mets games at this location on the dial for a quarter century, now it's time to listen to them in a new home, where we'll embrace new horizons, create new memories, and hopefully, together, enjoy a glorious new era in Mets history. We're not yet sure exactly where that will be, but in the meantime, stay well, stay safe, enjoy the off-season, and as the oldest cliche in broadcasting goes, check your local listings. New York Mets Baseball is a production of Sports Radio 66 and Sports Radio 1019 WFAN in conjunction with the New York Mets. The executive producer is Dove Kramer, the coordinating producer Vicky Biello, studio operations by Joe Kersey and Michael Hidasi, and our producer engineer of the booth is the immortal Chris Smachkowski. The next game time, is brought to you by the New York Lottery. Now when you play the New York Lottery's Win for Life scratch-off games, you can enter the Win for Life sweepstakes at nylotterysweeps.com for chances to win cash and other great prizes. Keep in mind, opening day will be March 31st, 2014, as the Mets play the Washington Nationals at 1:10 p.m. right here at Citi Field. And so for Josh Lewin, who had the day off, and Ed Coleman, I'm Howie Rose. Thanks for joining us. Once again, the final score this afternoon, the New York Mets 3 and the Milwaukee Brewers 2. Stay tuned now for Mets Extra coming up next on the WFAN Mets Radio Network.
This is the WFAN Mets Radio Network.
Welcome back to Citi Field as we wrap things up on Mets Extra here after game 162, a Mets 3-2 win over the Milwaukee Brewers. You know, for many years, WFAN and the Mets have been joined at the hip to bring baseball to you in the New York metropolitan area and the tri-state area. And as we close things out here, we just wanted to take a listen back over the years to some of the great moments in Mets baseball heard on our airwaves.
Meet the Mets, head for the park and greet the Mets. Hot dogs, green grass, all out of shade. Guaranteed to have a heck of a day.
Welcome to Mets Extra this afternoon here at Shea Stadium in New York. The New York Mets play the Montreal Expos. Hi, everyone. I'm Howie Rose. I'll be with you right up until Bob Murphy and the pregame show.
1987 through 2013. 47 years of Mets baseball on the Fan.
High fly ball deep to right field, way up off the roof. It hit the roof. It hit the roof of Olympic Stadium, bounds down into right center field. It is a home run. Darryl Strawberry with a monstrous fly stalks at second. He doesn't know if it's a homer yet. The umpire signals it was. It hit the roof.
And a high fly ball hit deep to left field. This may be it. It may go. Home run! 300 for Gary Carter. 2 outs and nobody on. The Mets are 1 out away from their Nabisco crown. And the hitter will be Lance Parrish. Carter setting a target. Now the pitch. And a half swing. Strike 3. It's all over. Victory for the New York Mets. They check the half swing. The first base umpire, Mark Hirschbeck, says strike 3 is all over. The mob scene is underway on the playing field.
This afternoon I had the very unhappy duty of letting my manager, Davey Johnson, go. And I suppose in a way the very happy duty of replacing him with Buddy Harrelson.
Here's the windup, the count 3-2, the pitch. He struck him out. It's in the dirt. It's grabbed, however, by O'Brien, thrown to first, and he's out. 19 strikeouts for David Cohn, tying Tom Seaver's club record.
It's my pleasure today to introduce you to the new manager of the New York Mets, Jeff Torber.
On Friday, current Mets scout Dallas Green will take over the ball club as the 15th manager of this franchise.
The new manager of the New York Mets beginning tomorrow will be Bobby Valentine.
0-2 pitch on the way, and a high fly ball hit deep to left field, right down the line, slicing toward the corner. It's out of here! Number 41 for Todd Hundley, a 3-run opposite field home run to tie the game. Move over Campy, there's a new catching home run king.
The New York Mets have acquired
Mike Piazza.
And the pitch by Juden. Line shot, base hit, going into right center field. It's heading toward the gap, and it's rolling back to the wall. Franco on his way to third. Picked up by Burnett. Franco being waved home. Here comes the relay throw by Bean into the plate. Not in time. Piazza heading to third. Not in time. An RBI double by Mike Piazza, his first base hit, his first RBI as a New York Met, and the Mets have taken a 2-0 lead. And the pitch on the way. He struck him out. He struck him out. 400 saves for John Franco. Montage 1-0, and a high fly ball deep to center field. Back goes Finley, going back. Warning track at the wall, jumping, and it's out of here. It's out of here. Pratt hit it over the fence. Finley jumped and he missed it. The Mets win the ball game. The Mets win the ball game. On a 2-1 pitch, and a drive in the air to deep right field. That ball headed toward the wall. That ball is out of here. Out of here. A game-winning grand slam home run off the bat of Robin Ventura. Ventura with a grand slam. They're mobbing him before he can get to second base. The pitch to Piazza. Swinging a drive deep down the left field line toward the corner. It's out of here. Out of here. Mike Piazza with a line drive 3-run homer just inside the left field foul pole. The Mets have tied a club record with a 10-run inning, and they've taken the lead 11-8. 1-0 to Agbayani, and a high fly ball deep left field. Back goes Bonds, looking up at the wall. That ball is out of here. Out of here. The Mets win the ball game. Agbayani hit it up into the bleachers in left field. Benny Agbayani wins it with a home run for New York. Here's the pitch on the way to Bonds. Fly ball hit to center. Can he run it down? On the run, Payton makes the catch. It's all over. The Mets win it. Jay Payton makes the catch. A one-hit shutout for Bobby Jones. A drive in the air to center field. Timo Perez jumps in the air, waiting for it to come down, makes the catch, and the New York Mets are the 2000 National League champions.
We put on a good face. We tried to smile. We tried to laugh. We tried to be normal.
And the pitch. High fly ball, deep to center field. It's way back. It may go. Foul.
But nothing could have set the tone more properly than Mike's line drive over the left field fence that I think really began to allow people to return to normalcy.
A 2-run homer for Mike Piazza.
Joining me, the manager of the New York Mets, Art Howard.
I'm proud to introduce today the 18th manager for the New York Mets, Willie Randolph.
That's a deals. Fastball hit high in the air toward right field. No doubt about this one. It's gone into the Mets bullpen. The ball game is over. Carlos Beltran in the bottom of the 16th inning gives the Mets a walk-off home run. Wagner ready. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a fly ball to left field. Backing up Floyd. He's there. Put it in the books. The New York Mets have won the National League's Eastern Division Championship, and the party is underway. The runners go. The pitch taken for a strike. No throw. It's a double steal. Jose Reyes has just set a new Mets single season record. His 67th stolen base of the year puts them all alone in the Met record books, and he is getting a standing ovation here at Shea.
I felt we needed to go in a different direction, and that's why I decided to go with Jerry Manning.
David Wright has just tied the Mets record. 124 runs batted in for David, tying Mike Piazza's franchise record set back in 1999. The 1-0 ripped in the air, pretty deep to center. Going back Maben, but he has a play at the edge of the track. He makes the catch. The ball game is over, and Shea Stadium will close its doors for the final time this afternoon as the New York Mets season has come to a disappointing conclusion. The payoff pitch hit in the air to left field. It's deep. It's on the way, and David Wright has tied the game. A 3-run homer over the 16-foot-high left field wall. He split the retired numbers of Casey Stengel and Gil Hodges. Wright rounds third and comes home to be congratulated by Murphy and Reyes. He has hit the first Mets home run in the history of Citi Field.
It's my pleasure today to introduce the 20th manager of the New York Mets, Terry Collins.
Santana into the windup. The payoff pitch on the way. Swung on and missed.
strike three. He's done it. Johan Santana has pitched a no-hitter in the 8,020th game in the history of the New York Mets. They finally have a no-hitter.
Breaking ball popped up near first base. Ike Davis with Murphy. Murphy on the outfield grass makes the catch. Put it in the books. Matt Harvey has his first major league complete game.
Wow. That's a lot of history right there, and some great moments, obviously. It was great hearing you and Gary and Murph over the years.
Well, Eddie, thank you. And first off, just a phenomenal job done by Dove Kramer in putting that whole thing together. And hearing Bob Murphy's voice just reinforces why those of us who do this for a living, why we love it so much. Because radio, more than any other medium, more than television, more than print, it allows us to create a bond with our listener it's truly unique. And let's face it, who's done that better ever than Bob Murphy? Marshall McLuhan famously said many, many years ago that the medium is the message. Look, Marshall McLuhan's been dead for over 30 years, and he's smarter right now than I'll ever be. But I've always disagreed with his assertion. The medium is not the message. It's the vehicle which allows us to transport our message, to convey our message. And that message is Mets baseball. And so in that regard, you know, nothing's changing here. The message will still be conveyed from what is now and forever the Bob Murphy radio booth at Citi Field. In a different sense, I guess we'll just be hanging out someplace different, from one street corner to another, just a couple of blocks away. Radio is like many other businesses in its transient nature, and as we talked about earlier this afternoon, it's about people and relationships. And I'll always cherish those who've had a significant impact on my career. People like Mark Chernoff and Eric Spitz. And in the early days, Mark Mason. And right here today again, Dove Kramer and Chris Majkowski and John Schweibacher. But in the end, it's about that unique, intimate connection between the Mets and you, from me to you, on the radio, where we will meet again in our new digs next spring.
Howie, thanks very much. It's been fun. There's no question about that. And any time I spent in the booth at all with either you or Gary or Murph over the years has always been a ton of fun.
Yeah, there's been some fun, and we've made sure to keep it that way as long as possible.
Absolutely.
You went out smiling today. I'm happy.
Absolutely. We got, there's no question that it was good to get a Met win in Game 162, and good way to cap it off for sure. Mets Extra brought to you by your Tri-State Ford dealer. Check out the great deals today at your Tri-State Ford dealer or go to tristateford.com. By Wendy's, quality beyond question. That's Wendy's Way. Sub-Zero Wolf, NYPDrecruit.com. Be part of the best law enforcement team in the world, NYPDrecruit.com. Premier Care, walk-in urgent care from sore throats to stitches. Let Premier Care get you back in the game. And by your local Buffalo Wild Wings, Wings Beer Sports. So for Howie Rose, for Josh Lewin, for the Magic Man, Chris Majkowski, for John Schweibacher, and for Dove Kramer, who is here with us today as well, I'm Ed Coleman. We will see you down the road, folks. Take care.
Listen to Boomer and Carton mornings from 6 to 10. Malingo and Roberts middays from 10 to 1. And Mike Francesa afternoons from 1 to 6:30. Exclusively on your flagship station for Mets baseball, Giants football, Devils hockey, and Nets basketball. The Fan, Sports Radio 66. And now on your FM dial at 1019. WFAN and WFAN FM, New York.